Hey everyone, I'm back, and today we're going to be talking about AO, and this movie came out in 2022. I had not seen it before. I heard that it was supposed to be good, and I personally liked it. There were things that I liked about it, things that I didn't like about it, but what this movie is, it's just showing life in Europe in 2022, but from the perspective of a donkey. That might sound a little bit weird, but that's what it is. And there's really not much really to spoil other than like you get characters that just show up and leave, and other characters who are here, other characters who are there, and all different kinds of people. The movie, it was good. I liked the music in the movie. It was fitting for what it was going for, and it was nice looking as well. I didn't feel as though the movie was terribly shot in every scene, and the idea for the movie I also enjoyed, and it was a bit unique, and in ways it was, I guess, a mix of War Horse and Flow. Obviously, with it coming out in 2022, you would make a comparison to War Horse, but not Flow, because Flow came out after this. But that's kind of what I was thinking while watching this movie. And I would say I like this better than War Horse, like much better, but not as much as Flow. I just feel as though it wasn't as emotionally impactful for me as Flow was. Whereas this, it's like kind of straightforward, and it delivers on what you would kind of expect. And kind of stays unpredictable in the sense that, like, you'd never know what's going to happen next, because the movie isn't really about having a story or a plot necessarily, beyond of what I just described. There's a lot of characters, and they're going through their own experiences, but the movie never really dives into what their personal life story is or what led them up to the situation that we saw. But it gives you enough context as to, like, who these people are, and gives them something by the end of the day, just not making them just flat cardboard human beings that you would just find anywhere, in the sense that they would like just be completely dull and boring and you'd never want to see them again. And I did also like the lack of dialogue in this movie. There wasn't a lot of talking or much of anything like that, because obviously with this movie just following a donkey everywhere, there's only so much dialogue we're going to get. And there were some moments where I enjoyed some humor that I found to be kind of funny in certain parts of the movie. And there were moments where I enjoyed the lighting choices, and the movie did try to be an art film at times, and I definitely didn't mind those moments for sure. But overall, I didn't love this movie. And my reasons for not loving it is because despite it being 90 minutes, there were clearly some parts that just felt like they were there to fill up the time. And also, for the first 15 to 20 minutes, I began to wonder, this movie would probably be much better if it were a short film, because I wasn't really getting much out of the film from it being a narrative, like a full feature film. And if it was just like a short film, then I probably would have enjoyed it a bit better. But as the movie went along, it started to get better for me, and that problem for me kind of just disappeared. But it was mostly just the first 15, 20 minutes where I was just not really loving it, and kind of just wondering, okay, this is decently well made. There were some practical effects in this movie that didn't look all that great, and also there was a fake out that I thought was dumb, and ultimately another issue that I have that unfortunately it's probably the only part of the movie that I can't really talk about because it's a spoiler, and that's how this movie wraps up. I just found it to be unearned and weak. It just kind of happened, and I was like, okay, that was a movie, I guess. And I will give this movie credit. It's definitely a unique film in the sense that I can't think of another movie that's exactly like it. There are similarities to other films, for sure, but in terms of what it was going for, it did enough to make itself unique and stand out. And I did like that it was a slower paced film and took its time and didn't feel like a gigantic waste of time for me, except for a few moments sprinkled throughout. And overall, I will say that the movie was good. And if you're not really feeling it for the first 15, 20 minutes, give it a little more time than that, because the movie probably will get better, or at least it did for me. And I don't know if I would rewatch this movie, but I did think it was good, and I didn't regret seeing it. And 90 minutes of my time didn't feel like they went to waste entirely. So, with all that being said, I'm going to give AO a 6 out of 10. Thank you for watching my videos. As always, if you enjoyed this review, be sure to leave a like and comment down below your thought of AO, and my social media links, they will all be in the description, so follow me there. And last but not least, subscribe to be a part of Foley Nation, and I'll see you when I get my next review up, and that is going to be for The Naked Gun. So look forward to that, but until I get that up, thank you for watching and have a great day.